days, and as a thank you I'm going to now do an expose video on Rob Chapman. I'm not going to do that. But I did want to just say, if people are interested in the patch that I'm using in this video, the rhythm patch specifically, it's an amalgamation of Misha Mansoor, his artist preset, and one side of Rabea's, Rabea Masaad, Rabea Afro. You're going to know who I'm talking about. And I've taken some learnings from those. I did this on a live stream earlier if you want to see it in real time and see me struggling to figure out why a CAD block is turned off. Yeah, I've done that and I've created it for the Stomp. So if you want that, leave a comment below and like the video and subscribe, and hopefully there'll be like more than 3 people that want it, and then I'll upload it onto the custom tone thing on the Line 6 website. I'll put a link below once I've done that. Maybe, you know, if we get more than 3 people asking for it, I'll do that. For everyone who's already got my presets and stuff, I'll just drop it into the folder so you can have it anyway. So if you don't want to wait for that, then they'll be in the Google Drive, in the presets, you can get that. Anyway, so I wanted to say thank you to everyone for checking out these videos on Firmware 3.0. It's been kind of a manic few days for me. I've been really enjoying kind of creating this stuff. And I think that's really cool. I wanted to say thank you to Line 6 as well. There's not really any real reason that they need to continue doing these updates, but they kind of are doing it anyway. And I think the future for Helix is kind of super bright, in my opinion. And firmly, I think this now sits at the top of my list of stuff. The Kemper's great. You know, they've recently released 2 new drives. The fractal stuff is great, but for me, the time that I have the most fun playing guitar is whenever I pick up a Line 6 Helix or an HX Stomp. I'm not affiliated to them, but it'd be cool if I was. No, anyway, so yeah, you've seen a bunch of videos already, so I'm not going to talk about too much of the stuff. You know, you've got the Fender Princeton, you've got the Diesel now, you've got the Horizon Devices drive, which I used in that intro. You've got things like favorites now, those are super cool. You've got things like new fuzz pedals, you've got glitch delay, and the shuffling looper. Those are some of my very favorites, and that's before you even get to things like the poly effects, pitch. I know there's been a bunch of people out there that were super anticipating this poly pitch stuff. For me, it's not something I'm going to make a load of use of, but it's cool to have that there. Particularly with the Helix floor, you can do some really creative stuff with that. With the HX Stomp, I think it's less of a thing unless you're using the HX Stomp maybe purely for effects. In some of my live streams I was asked whether HX Effects is getting the updates. I believe they are getting all of them, I think, except for the amps, of course. Aside from that, I don't know anything. I don't know whether they're going to roll out any of this stuff to PodGo. You'll have to wait and see on that sort of stuff. Other things that are happening, so later on today at 8 PM there's going to be a live stream on YouTube of the recording that I was involved with over the summer. If you don't know the story, I was on Facebook and I saw a message from a guy called Mark Kelly in my others inbox, and I opened it and it said, "Hi, I'm Mark Kelly, I'm the keyboard player from Meridian. Someone suggested you as a guitarist who might want to work on some stuff, would you be interested?" So I obviously said, "How do you know who I am? And why are you messaging me?" And then it went on from there, and he sent me a track to work on, and that was the one that's already been released, Amelia. And he said, "Could you try some lead breaks over this?" So I did that, and it kind of snowballed from there, and I've ended up doing a bunch of stuff on the album and been involved in the live recording, and they're a great bunch of guys. And we're doing a live stream tonight at 8 PM. And like a Zoom watch along thing, so it'd be cool to see some of you guys dropping in there and asking questions and stuff, and yeah, that'd be fun. The other thing that's really cool, and the reason I've got this Vox AC30 here, I wanted to wait until Keith told me that it was okay to talk about this, but he sent me a message and said, "I'm doing a video on the history of the AC30, Vox AC30. I saw that you did a video, I think with the Strymon Iridium. I did a video with the Vox A30 doing a comparison. And he said, "Do you still have access to one? Because I'd like you to kind of do the intro music." So I kind of went, "Yeah, I know where I can get one." So Gary kindly lent me this. This is a 1969 to 71, that kind of era, Vox AC30 top boost. all hand wired, and I've taken some pictures of it, and I guess you're going to hear more about the history of the Vox AC30 when Keith uploads his video. But just to say, that's something to watch out for, and something that I'm really happy to be involved with. So thank you to Keith for that. It's the oldest amp I've ever played, you know, a 50-year-old amp, and it's really cool. I haven't got the vibrato channel working yet, but I think I'm going to put up some more stuff with it, so if you want to see that, then just, I don't know, tell me you want to see it. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. On my Patreon is where you can find all my backing tracks and where I put up my lesson stuff. Tomorrow I've got to try and do a Bill Evans tune live, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go and practice that as I can get a minute. But again, if you want to get hold of this Rabea bulb preset, feel free to leave a comment below, and if more than 3 of you ask for it, I'll put it up on the Line 6 custom tone site. I think it's still called that, isn't it? If not, then, and if you don't want to wait for that, I'm going to chuck it in my Google Drive anyway, so if you're already a person who's bought my presets before, you can just go and use the old link and get it that way if you want to. But yeah, if you could like and subscribe, let me know that you don't hate what I'm doing here, that would be appreciated, and thank you for everyone who's watched videos over the past 48 hours. It's been the most views on the channel by a long way in ages, so cheers.